What's up, everybody? I went out for the Red One early showing Sunday and I almost didn't review it, but here we are. Before we get into my review, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you're not missing out on any content throughout the week. Now let's talk about Red One. Alright, I've got 5 things of note from this movie and, well, let's just say it's not going to be sunshine and roses for this review. First off, the cast, although stacked on paper, was pretty rough all around. There were good appearances from Nick Kroll, a couple quick ones from the waitress, Mary Elizabeth Ellis, and I thought J.K. Simmons and Christopher Hervieux were fun as Santa and Krampus. Even Bonnie Hunt as Mrs. Claus was good. But the main cast, the ones they put on the poster, and the ones who have the most screen time, not so much. Lucy Liu was all but wasted in her part, and it felt like that affected her performance, which it just kind of felt like she didn't want to be there. Chris Evans, well, you can just add this to the growing list of movies he never should have been in, and The Rock is The Rock. He comes in, doesn't act, he's himself, and gets ridiculous paydays for these stupid movies. However, maybe the best part of the movie is it does have at least good messages sprinkled throughout, even if their delivery brings their impact down. Chris Evans' character was a prime example of that, being very intriguing simply because he was a kid who didn't believe in Santa, and now he's saving him. But again, execution matters, and it just wasn't there. I'd say the best executed one was probably Family Over Everything, using Krampus as the driver of that message. That's all I've really got though as far as compliments go for this movie. A big problem it ran into was it built itself up so much throughout that when it got to the end, it just wasn't satisfying. It's not just a Christmas movie, it's another action Christmas movie, and so I expected a grand finale. That obviously wasn't the case here, at least I didn't find it a satisfying ending, as a big conflict with Grilla was very underwhelming with little to no tension. In fact, that was the case throughout this movie as we'll move on to the story, which I think this is the nicest way that I can put it. It was a shallow story about hope and joy. Another way to put it is it's your average movie from The Rock with some Christmas sprinkled in, but the Christmas spirit in this movie just feels so fake. I don't think this is going to go down as a classic. Finally, the visuals in this movie and seemingly the decisions that went into them are mind boggling. On one hand, they went all out on the reindeers and their Mos Eisley Cantina, which is what I call Krampus's stronghold, so credit where credit is due. But at the same time, it feels like they splurged on those things, leaving nothing for the rest of the movie. Like, every time The Rock does this shrink thing or there's VFX on a human in action, it looks like a PS3 game. I hate to be, so harsh, but it's simply the truth. They favored one area and others suffered greatly because of that. And so that'll do it for my review of Red 1. It was a quick one just to keep it spoiler free, and I also just don't like being a hater, and this was definitely one of my reviews that was all about hating, as a movie is going to land at a sad 4 out of 10 for me personally. But make sure to come back and let me know what you thought of the movie once you've seen it, and make sure you have a great day.